Richmond from the Bangor Symphony Orchestra joining us. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about what's coming up this weekend.
So this is the Bangor Symphony's 129th season, and our second Masterworks concert of the season is coming up on Sunday at 3 o'clock at the Collins Center for the Arts. We've got music by Berlioz, Tchaikovsky, and César Franck. An extraordinary symphony by Franck, this French composer, which was all the rage, like in the middle of the last century, but it's kind of come out of vogue for a while. But when the musicians are playing, it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot I used to play this. You know, it's a great piece of music, and we have a young violinist, Lun Li, playing the Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto. He is a winner of the Young Concert Artists competition. Just recently graduated from Juilliard. He's an extraordinary violinist, and it's going to be amazing to hear him play.
Just to have that kind of talent in addition to what we normally get with the BSO here before us, what kind of an opportunity is that for people to come and take a show like this?
Well, for the audience? Or
for the audience.
Oh, well, you've got world-class musicians, and frankly, somebody like Lun, he's at the beginning of what I know will be a very storied musical path. And it's always fun to say, oh, I was there when, you know. And we have a lot of those kinds of artists, just the world-class artists coming and visiting and spreading the word about the amazing musicians and organization that we have, the Bangor Symphony.
So that is this Sunday at 3 o'clock. You can get tickets to the Collins Center box office, right?
Yes, exactly, and also bangorsymphony.org.
Yeah, right. You have all the information right there. So Sunday at 3, Collins Center for the Arts. That is this Sunday. Of course, plenty more offerings coming down the line here, though, right?
Yes, our traditional Nutcracker. We have 3 performances coming up in December, which we're really excited about. Our collaboration with the Robinson Ballet, and of course we continue with in January with our Masterworks, and in the spring the Brahms Requiem with the University of Maine Choral Society, and just incredible piece.
Fantastic. And I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, where have you been lately? What have you been up to?
Well, since you asked, I just recently had the extraordinary opportunity to conduct the world premiere of a new chamber opera I wrote for 2 singers, actors, and 8 instruments at the Vatican.
Heard of it, yes.
So I was invited to write this score. It's 70 minutes of music, and it was quite amazing to be in Rome, setting this whole thing up. And at one point in the chapel where we were kicked out for an hour. We thought, well, what's going on? Well, the Pope himself was in there saying, you know, he needed the chapel, so we were standing outside waiting for the Pope to finish with a ceremony, and then we got back in and started making music.
Wow. Who do you ask for an extra extension cord or whatever at the Vatican? What's that like? You know, being there in that setting.
It's quite extraordinary, and but everybody was so lovely.
Yeah.
And the Swiss Guard, you know, they're taking care of the Vatican. And they couldn't have been nicer, and more appreciative. And really, when they heard the music and understood what we were doing, they were beside themselves.
Fantastic stuff. And you have something you wrote to be played in that setting. Got to just feel.
I never thought that this would happen.
Yeah.
And it was a great opportunity. I'm very grateful.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that was then. Yeah. This is now, right? So this Sunday, 3 p.m. The Masterworks is out there, and you can go to your website, bangorsymphony.org, as well as the Collins Center, and you can get it at the box office right there.
Yeah.
Great to see you.
Great. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely right.